tell, this is the last of my Halloween tutorials. I'm going to keep this intro kind of short because these contacts are killing my eyes. But basically this amazing company called RocknRose, I'll leave them down below, sent me this amazing headpiece and this just unbelievable choker necklace, which I think is absolutely amazing. And it reminded me of kind of like a witch doctor / I eat people kind of dead scary person. So that is the look I've gone for today. I guess I'm calling it a witch doctor, a voodoo witch doctor, or a, yeah, person that eats people. Arr. I've got my bone. Anyway, if you want to see how to get this look, it's pretty easy. It's pretty much just black shadow and red lips. It's like super easy to do, even though it might look quite complicated. But yeah, so if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so starting off with the same foundation I use for all my Halloween tutorials, as it's the palest one I have. This is just the YSL Touch of Clap foundation, and I'm just using my Morphe buffing brush to buff this all over my face. As you can see, it actually matches my face, but it doesn't actually match my body. But just the lightest foundation you have is absolutely fine. Then I'm going to be carving out where we want the intense sort of skull-like contour to be. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit for this, and I'm using the middle shade. You could skip this step and totally go straight in with black sort of powder, but I think it's better just to map it out first, because this particular palette and contour blends out really, really easily. At this point you can completely ignore what I've done on my neck, because I was going to do a skeleton on my neck, and then I realised I had the choker to go over it, so you can totally just ignore that step. So I'm just blending out with the same foundation brush. I'm just kind of patting over it because it blends so easily. And then I'm going into the palette I used for this whole look is this Makeup Revolution matte eyeshadow palette. So I'm going in with the darkest shade, which is a super dark, it's actually not quite black, it's like a super, super dark grey. And I'm just using a combination of fluffy brushes to go over the contour, and then using more of the browny cool shades in the palette just to buff out the edges a tiny bit further. I also use this on my jawline, so it's just the darkest shade on a large fluffy brush just to define the jaw. To highlight the areas of the face which are more skull-like, I'm using the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, and I'm just using this to highlight sort of the cheekbone area, and I'm also going to put this on my forehead as well, just so this area of our face looks slightly brighter than the lower area, which technically doesn't really have the skull on it. I wanted this look to be really quite, not messy, but like she could have done it herself in her tribal, like using coal or something. I don't know, I think of these weird stories in my head. But going in with the NYX black gel liner, I'm just applying this all over my eyelid. You can be pretty messy with this because we're going to be blending it out now with a sort of pencil brush. I'm using my eyebrow as a guide as the top of the kind of circle area, and then on the lower part of the eye I didn't want it to be a completely black circle because I think that can look quite childish, like a child's Halloween makeup. So I basically just used what was ever left on the brush to just sort of go in the eye bag area and leave the centre completely free, so it just kind of blends out. And then I'm setting that with the same dark grey shadow that we used on the face. So as you can see so far, we've not really used much products at all. You can just totally get away with a black kind of pencil or gel liner and a black eyeshadow for this look. Going back in with that black gel liner, I'm using this angled Real Techniques brush to draw these shapes. With this part, to be honest, you totally could use like the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk to map out what you wanted to do first, which probably would have been a much better idea, but I'm a bit bish bash bosh and I just go in for it. But definitely if you're doing this for the first time, I'd recommend doing a guide with a lighter shade first, because gel eyeliner is a little bit tough to get off if you make a mistake. I'm using the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk to highlight my little sphere in the centre and then shading it with the black gel liner, and then drawing the same sort of thing underneath my eyes using the same technique. So the sphere in the centre of my head I kind of thought was like where she keeps the souls. I don't know, guys, honestly, the things that go through my head is just crazy, but that's what I envisioned. Drawing dots on with, this is just a pencil brush, and I'm just literally, as you can see, swirling it, and then whoop, made a mistake. That's really annoying, try not to do that. And then the sides of my eyes, I felt like it just needed some more tribal feel to it, so I just went and did some flicks around those. And then I go over all the lines with this Maybelline matte liquid liner, just to make them a bit more like dark and a bit more defined, which this really, really worked and definitely made a massive difference. So I would recommend doing this step. Then I wanted to cross on my forehead, and as you can see, I just could not for the life of me draw a straight line. I like measured it straight and then it just didn't go straight. But it's pretty easy to remove, and you can just go over it with your foundation brush. So doing it like I did there in like small steps is a lot easier. I was a little bit upset because I draw this cross and I really wanted you to be able to see it, but to be honest, once the headpiece is on, you can't see it that much. You could skip the cross, but I just love crosses and I thought it just went really well with this look. So I did some more dots, some more swirls. This bit that I'm doing now is like, you can literally decorate yourself however you like. This is just what I went for, but you do want it to be quite tribal looking, so lots of dots and dashes and stuff like that. I did the same kind of thing on my chin. I just did 2 semicircles, and then the bottom one I blended in, and then I just did these kind of almost henna looking swirly scalloped edges around the edge. For the lips, I'm just lining them with a red lipstick, and then I'm going to be using Gerard Cosmetics Immortal Liquid Lipstick. This is a matte liquid lipstick. And then I'm popping in a full septum ring, and then for the amazing RocknRose choker. How amazing is this choker? Like seriously, I would wear this every day. I was so, just so nice. For my hair, I've actually just clipped in a ton of my old black hair extensions, so you can kind of see a tiny bit at the top that you definitely wouldn't want to see the top, but luckily they sent me this amazing crown, so it completely covers the top part of my hair, but it is just loads of extensions clipped on, and I just tied some red, kind of an old t-shirt I shredded and just tied around some bits of my hair, applied some chunky rings, totally optional, but I think accessories makes all the difference to Halloween looks. And then I was like, am I done? I was like, no, I need to add some black to the edges of my lips just to give them more of an ombre feel. And then I completely forgot I hadn't put lashes on. What an absolute idiot. The Vegas Snake Grand Glamour Lashes and some mascara, and then you could totally leave the look like this, but I went for some white contacts as I really think it finishes off the look. Okay, so this is the finished look, guys. I hope you liked it. I hope you have an amazing Halloween this weekend. Don't forget to check out RocknRose for any last minute bits for your outfit, because accessories make all the difference. But yeah, I hope you have an amazing Halloween. Send me your pictures or tag me on Instagram whatever you go as, because I love to see what you guys go as and if you use any of my ideas that I've done this Halloween. So that will be the end of Halloween for this year. Boo-hoo. But I will see you Halloween next year, and I will see you in my next video. Okay, bye guys!